For the past 30 days, we've been uploading consistently on YouTube every single day. So right now, I want to do a quick monthly reset, recap, basically do a quick analysis and see if that made an impact on our channel or if we were just wasting our time, right? Okay, so I'm gonna quickly pull up my channel. Let me just open up my YouTube studio just so we can see the back end of how well the content performed, channel growth, audience response, and then see how we can use all that data to kind of get some feedback, see how we can use that to re-strategize moving forward. If you're creative, this is something you want to do at least on a monthly basis because it will help with framing and structuring your business and your content as well, to see what works, what doesn't work, how to adjust, how to move things around, how to reset, and how to grow basically. So I'm going to open this up, and for anyone and for everyone that has been joining, engaging, cheering us on this journey, I want to say a huge thank you. You guys made this journey so worth it, right? So let me open up my YouTube and see what that is saying. Let's see if the work and the efforts are worth the result. So I really want to focus on my content in terms of the views, impressions, click-through rates, and how my audience responded to this. This is something you really want to understand because you're putting out content, but you also want to see how that content is being received and if there are feedbacks that have been spoken or if there are feedbacks that are hidden in data, in numbers, in what you guys basically see in your analytics, right? I don't want to go in depth with this, but when it comes to data and numbers, I find that there are hidden truths in them. So we can see like every single day we have been uploading. I missed 2 days, but that is fine because now I'm making up, right? This challenge was supposed to be over on the 30th, but I had to move it forward till the 1st, so that way we can kind of make up for the days that we didn't upload, basically 2 days. So yeah, it's still gonna be 30 days, but now it's gonna be 30 days in 32 days as opposed to 30 in 30 days. But yeah, so this is what we have now. I did upload every single day, which is amazing, but we can see that in terms of my views, it didn't really make a huge impact or difference. If I'm looking at this from a creator's perspective, I would say like the efforts that I put in as opposed to the result that I'm receiving, it's not making sense, it's not balancing. So right now I want to learn and unlearn and readjust myself, right? And see what are the peak content that I can focus on moving forward, because I don't intend to do 30 days every single day or every single month. So in terms of my impression, this is one that I'm kind of excited about because this basically means that YouTube have pushed your content to the home page, suggestion page. Basically, this is YouTube pushing out your content. And I can see that I have over 100% more impression in comparison to the previous month. And obviously, this is as a result of the fact that I now have more content. I have 30 more content than I used to have. So yeah, this was kind of expected. Now, something that I did not expect was the views. So I need to see what content did well, which ones didn't do well, and then see from the audience perspective in terms of the retention, the click-through rate, basically things that would activate or trigger the audience, because you've done your work as a creative, right? And no matter how creative you are, receiving that creativity is, for me, the most important. And as for you, it should be the most important, whether it's from brands, it's from your audience. And in this case, for me, this is still like part of like marketing, right? You need to understand what you're doing right and wrong in terms of like your marketing, because you also need to consider YouTube as your business, right? You've created beautiful I say this all the time. You've created beautiful, amazing products, and they are there sitting on the YouTube shelves, but no one is buying into it. No one is keying into it. No one is watching it. So yeah, that's what I want to see when it comes to YouTube. I always say this all the time. For me, YouTube is a long game. Once you understand this phenomenon, once you understand that theory, you can be able to put it into practice, right? YouTube for me is a long game. I don't look at the immediate gains. I look at what I can, like, I look at it from a long-term perspective. So yeah, we do have a lot more impressions, which is amazing. In terms of my click-through rate, it is a 4.3, which is okay. I like to keep this at a 5% or 6%. That way I find that it's kind of healthy. If you can get it to 10%, then you're doing something amazing. But this, for me, I find that it's usually the middle. Now, in terms of my average view duration, this is quite interesting because usually, let me go back to 60 days, I will get somewhere about like 4 minutes here, but now it is 5 minutes. So there's been a bump. And I will say that would be as a result of the kind of content I put out and the length of the content as well. So I did put out quite a number of lifestyle vlogs, and lifestyle vlogs are lengthy. So it means that people will tend to watch those vlogs longer. Something that I do want to look at also is in terms of my audience retention, right? Because now you've created a product. Now your customer, your audience have seen this product, they've tried this product, but then somewhere in between that trial phase, that testing phase, that viewing phase, they kind of drop off. You do want to see why, right? And this gives you an idea of why. It also gives you an idea of where. Right? Now, if you kind of reverse engineer this, you can take in or take out some insights, apply that into how you film and then how you edit to help retain them longer, right? For the intro, you want to make sure that you keep them there for at least 30 seconds. Once you can keep them hanging on for the first 30 seconds, they are more likely to kind of watch for longer. But most times you find that a lot of people drop off and drop out within the first 30 seconds. So your first 30 seconds is even too long. Your first 10 to 15 seconds should be a killer. Like, you should go straight to the point. It should be enticing, it should be engaging, it should deliver, or it should give an idea of how you're gonna deliver and the things you're gonna deliver within that first 30 seconds, right? So I can see like some of my content right here. These are my content that have like really high retention rates. These videos have kept people on for at least 70 to 60% of my viewers. I'm still watching after the 30 seconds mark. Now, what this is telling me now is that there is something about these intros, especially this one, because I have 71%. It's a lifestyle content. There is something about the intro that just kept people hanging on. I could take this, keep this, kind of reverse engineer it and see what did I do with these 5 videos that over 50% of the people watching for more than 30 seconds, right? And I want to actually start with this. And then these are some of the videos that have gotten below typical intros. Also do want to kind of analyze this as well and learn from your mistakes, see what you did wrong, compare it to the areas that you did right, and then reverse engineer how you want to create your intros. So this is one that I'm going to pick on, take out, and replicate and build on it. Now, this video was about batch filming. I could also do batch editing, create a series about the productive life of a creative, how to stay consistent, how to show up, tricks and tips and hacks and systems as well. So yeah, that is something that I will be taking out from here. And now that this video is doing well, I want to create a spin-off. I want to actually leverage it because now it shows me that there is a demand when it comes to this kind of content. So yeah, that's what the analytics is telling me. So in terms of how like my videos were discovered, browse feature, I love browse features, right? So yeah, these are my top performing content. Most of them are previous content that I created years ago. These 3 are recent, so amazing. And let me go over to my audience. I want to look at the content and the audience. So based on the watch behavior, we can see that a high percentage has been credited to new viewers. And when it comes to growing, that is what you want. You want to keep engage, fulfill your existing subscribers. But in order to grow, you have to get new. You have to get new subscribers. You have to get new clients. You have to get new people into that door, into that room, into this space in order for you to scale, right? So in as much as we're creating to retain the audience we already have, we're also creating to attract new ones, because in order for you to go from 1,000 subscribers to 10,000 subscribers, you need to understand, like, what do these people that haven't seen me need? And how can I attract them? And how can I give them value as well? This is where you understand the videos that are getting the most subscribers to your channel. And once you understand that, like I said previously, reverse engineer it and then create more content related to that as well. So something that I was doing within this challenge was I was uploading every single day by 12 p.m. Now, this wasn't the best optimized time for me, and I knew that. I know that the best time for me to upload is somewhere right here. I will say 9 a.m. This is where I have many viewers, right? However, where I have the most viewers is from 10 a.m. till about 2 p.m., right? And I was kind of posting in between. So what you want to do is to be ready before your audience are even ready. That's just the honest truth, right? So it's pretty much like when you get back from work. Imagine you're coming back from work, you've had a long day, and you just walk into your home and your table has been set. There's a buffet going on there. They've served you your favorite meal. All you have to do is sit down and eat. That's the same thing with content, right? You want to make sure that you've prepared that meal for your audience. So that way when they get back, when they have time, when they want to relax, like, your content has been served. But I want to try uploading 9 to 10 a.m. so that way when my audience are free, when they have time, they watch. So those are some of the insights that I'm going to be dwelling in. On my videos, we can see, like, we have been uploading consistently. Guys, let me go back to the first. This is the first right here. This is the first video we uploaded. You can see the average views are about like 2,000. And then this video that we just saw, which is about like batch content creation, is almost at 9,000, which is like, I want to say almost 5 times in terms of like my average view. So there is an opportunity there that I can definitely bank on and leverage on. I can skim through. This one is another content that is doing better than this. Is another one that did well as well. So these are opportunities that I can kind of analyze and leverage on the go, do like a reset, understand what went right, and then look for ways to improve on them and to kind of create a spin-off on them as well. That is basically like a surface review and analysis of how well the channel performed and the content also performed, and also an insight into our audience perception, perspective, understanding, and using these two, the content, the audience, to kind of create and grow the brand, right? This has been the most exhausting, time-consuming, but rewarding, learning, humbling experience so far. But what it has taught me is that you can show up every single day if you want to, right? It just has to be something that you genuinely want to. However, we will be back to our consistent 3 times a week uploads on Mondays, on Wednesdays, and on Sundays. As you guys had seen, Sundays are apparently like very good for my channel. So yeah, stay tuned, subscribe, turn on your post notification bell. Moving forward, we will be redirecting that momentum onto short form content, specifically with Instagram. I did try to replicate the same momentum on Instagram last month, July. And for that, we uploaded 15 videos last month. Did receive tremendous growth. And that's a good thing about like short form content. They are easier to create, easier for me to edit at least, easier to script, and easier to grow as well. So I uploaded consistently. Let me just let me record my screen. I'm just gonna pull up my profile right here so we can kind of see what we're working with. Now, this is what we have right now. A summary or an overview of it. I did get over 1.2 million views in the last 30 days, and that's coming from only 15 videos. And it blew my mind. What I want to do now is to transfer this momentum on here and see how far we can go for 30 days. And in terms of interactions, over 112,000 interactions. That's amazing. New followers, we gained over 5,000 new followers in less than 30 days. I am in awe. This is what we're gonna do this month, right? We're gonna go heavy on Instagram, and 500 people unfollowed us, which is fine. So we can see in terms of my content, I had one video that went viral. It has almost 1 million views, and it gave me over 4.5 thousand new followers, which I think is wild. It's this video right here. This is it. So we're going to do more of that, hopefully. But we can see, like, with the content that we've been uploading, we've been gaining an average of 50 to 100 tens of new followers, which is amazing. So I definitely feel like if I put in as much work as I do on YouTube on here, we will grow like 10 times faster. Yeah, that is the gist. I just wanted to come on here, guys. I have no makeup on. I wanted to come on here and share with you guys the real behind the scenes, and show you guys how the challenge, how showing up consistently impacted on our channel. But in terms of like my person, like, it has woken me up because he has created new habits, he has created new routines and new sparks in different areas of my life. Now I'm trying to focus hard on my editing and my like filming process. I want it to be more high end because now I feel like I have this burst of energy and burst of creativity, and I want to share that with you guys. So yeah, I can't wait to see what we do moving forward. If you're watching up until now, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Till then, make sure you stay creating. Bye guys.